Okay, so in this video, I'm going to look at offering a choice of products that you can sell at different price points. So you might be selling a single 6x4 image for $5 or a 3-photo strip for $10. Now, the previous examples that we've looked at have all been level 1 authorization first mode with the MDB. But when we're offering a selection or a choice of options, we need to be in level 3 or selection first mode. So you'd need to get NIAX to change your terminal over to level 3 if it's in level 1, or you can do it through the dashboard. So we're going to go ahead and load in a sample event. Now, because this is a multi-profile event, we'll come into our profile menu here to load those settings in. And we have a file here within the sample folder called profile settings, and that's going to load in our menu and then our two options that we've got here, which are set as profile 1 and profile 2. Profile 18 is just going to act as our default, and we'll set the default here to be profile 18. At the end of the session, we'll always go back to that one. Then over in our MDB utility, we'll just wait for this to connect and making sure that we are on feature level 3 or selection first. So again, if it's on level 1, you will need NIAX to change that over for you, or do it yourself in the dashboard if you know how. So we'll come into settings and we'll load the settings in. And these are a little bit different to what the level 1 settings look like in a couple important ways, which we'll get to. So let's run a session through so you can see how this works. So when you first launch it, we're now presented with a selection or a choice of 2 different print sizes, and there are different price points. So if we click on $10,
please select your card or your mobile phone.
the NIAX is going to prompt us to pay, and it's going to display $10 on the screen. If we go back, the NIAX is going to cancel the transaction.
Transaction canceled.
Then we can go ahead and select the other option for $5.
Please select your card or your mobile phone.
And then we can go ahead and tap our card to pay.
Authorizing.
And the countdown will begin and take the photo as usual.
Thank you.
So let's have a look quickly at what happens if the payment fails with this one before we jump into the MDB settings. So if we go ahead and select the $5 option again,
please select your card or your mobile
I'm going
phone.
to use a card that I know is going to fail.
Authorizing.
So it's going to just spit us back
Transaction
to
canceled.
cancel the transaction. Will just spit us back to the main menu screen. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So we'll just jump into the folder of assets here. So basically we've got, because it's a multi-profile setup, we're in 3 folders. We have our menu. The menu's got our ready screen, which is set up for the choice. And then within each choice option, we've got a ready screen, so our $5 option design. And then our $10 option design, like that. And then within Breeze, obviously, because it's profile, each of those will have their own settings that you can assign. So if we come into the settings here, we currently have our menu loaded. Just as usual, we can go menu settings. So now anything we touch here is going to be related to when we're viewing that menu profile. So if we look at the touch screen here, right, you can see we have the 2 options, the $5 and $10 option. And when we tap on this area, it's going to load profile 1. And when we tap on the 3 photos, it's going to load profile 2. And if we just have a quick look at profile 1 here, we'll open that settings file. If we come into touch screen, you can see that we set up here. There's a back button here that'll take us back to the main menu, which is profile 18. But there's no touchscreen actions because it's all going to be controlled by the payment. So otherwise, you'd go ahead and for each profile set up everything the way you want, the number of photos you're taking, whether it's sharing or not. It's all pretty straightforward. So most of the work really is being done over on the MDB side of things here. So because we're working in profiles, there's a few extra things we need to be mindful of. All right, so let's have a look. So when we first start the photo booth, we're actually loading the ready screen that's within the menu profile here. And that's where we want to wake the card reader up and set the reader state to a knit and make sure it's enabled. Now, in a selection first mode, setting the reader to init doesn't mean it's ready to take payment in the same way that it is in authorization first. You need to put through a payment request, which is triggered by the screen that it is on. So if we come into our next setting here, which is for profile 1, which is set to $5, we want to set the reader state to idle, and then we're going to set our payment amount to $500 or $5. And for the second profile, which is in the ready folder 2, and it's the ready.jpg screen, we're going to set the payment request amount to $1,000 or $10, ensuring that the reader state is idle. Now, we need to specify in the pattern when we're working on these, in most cases, what subfolder the screen is in. Otherwise, we'll inadvertently trigger the incorrect price or the incorrect action on the wrong screen. So if we come back and have a look at our profile 1 and profile 2 here, if we had just left this as ready, then it's not going to know when it gets to the ready screen, it won't know if we need to send $5 or $10 to the terminal. So we need to be more specific, and we need to tell it only send $5 command when we're on ready within profile 1, or in subfolder 1, and only send $10 when we're in the folder 2. So we've got that set. So once that is basically going to be asking to authorize the payment. When the result has come back, so when the payment has been authorized, we can send the photo booth start command. Now, since both of these profiles are just taking photos, we can actually, in this case, we don't have to specify folder 1 or folder 2 because the outcome of the result is going to be the same. So we set the reader state to result, and we want to send the command start photo booth. So it doesn't matter which profile we're on in this case, because the outcome is always going to be sending the start command. Now, when the payment fails, so when we're on the ready screen again, we want to send people back to profile 18 if the payment fails. So we set the reader state to idle, and we enable trigger when transaction fails. And the command is profile 18, and we don't need to specify folder 1 or folder 2 because the outcome is the same no matter what happens when it fails. Now we add one extra step, which is the then step. So essentially this, when we are on profile 1 or profile 2, and we are in a state that is requesting payment, if we go back to profile 18, which is our menu from that state, we want to change the reader to vend, and we want to cancel the transaction. That means that when you go back to profile 18, while the terminal is in a mode of trying to accept the payment, we can terminate that. So it's no longer asking for payment, and then you can then make another selection and make your payment to move forward from there. And that's basically one of the big differences between level 3 and level 1 is that level 3 has this cancel transaction function where level 1 does not. So with level 1, whilst you can sort of do this sort of setup with it, it does mean there are some loopholes that while payments are trying to process, you can switch the screen that triggers the action and sort of cheat the system a little bit. So as a general rule of thumb, if you have a setup where there is a selection of products involved at different price points, you need to use selection first level 3. Of course, there are rules to every exception, but generally speaking, level 3 when you have a selection involved. So this is a little bit more complicated than some of the other setups, and more commonly, the authorization first is how most photo booths are set up, but when you need to have a choice of products, you need to do it this way. If you have any questions, jump into the comments and let me know.